welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. If you are returning, you already know it. You are fabulous. Welcome everybody. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me today. Let's get started. DIY number one. For this first one, I have got 2 wood panels that I got from Arteza. I have also got a candlestick that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Now, I got this for 50% off, so it was like $4.50, I think, something like that. And then I've also got some of these half beads that I get on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box for them. Now, the first thing I did was take my wood panels, and I just marked off the middle section of each side. So, obviously, I messed up the first time, but whatever, we got it. The reason that I did this was so that when I went to put my beads on, I would make sure that everything lined up. You know what I mean? Like all the way around it, they would all be exactly in the center. So, I didn't want to get kind of off course because I kind of tend to go like downwards when I do things for some reason, even when I write. But anyway, so that's why I did that. And then I'm going to take my Starbond multi-purpose adhesive and just apply these with that glue. This is a great glue. I've been using this for months now. They actually sent me this to review and, you know, whatever. And I completely stand by it because it is definitely some good glue. I have used it in many, many DIYs and I fully love it. Here in a minute, I will show y'all the accelerator that goes with it. And it is fantastic. Like when you do the glue on one side and then that accelerator on the other side, it literally turns into like some type of plastic or something. I don't know, but it's fantastic glue. So I took the, once I got my beads on both panels, I'm taking that glue and here's the accelerator. So I've got the glue on the candlestick. I'm going to put the accelerator on the wood panel and then pop that dude right in the middle. I mean, it sticks instantly. The only thing about this is you have to know exactly where you want something because there is no moving it. Once you touch those two chemicals together, there is no moving it. So, but I mean, it's great glue. So anyways, I spray my accelerator on one side. I've got my glue on the candlestick. I'm going to pop that one right in the middle of the bottom of our other panel. So that way the panels, when you stand this thing up, the panels actually have sides around them. You know, we're making a tiered tray, so I wanted it to kind of have sides to it. Perfect. Ah, I love this, y'all. Oh, I'm so in love with it. Now, I've got my spray bottle and also my elephant chalk paint by Waverly. And I'm just going to spray this dude down really, really good with my water and then go over it with that chalk paint. And the reason that I spray it down first is because I want this chalk paint to settle like a stain. So I'm going to go back with a towel, wipe it off, just keep painting all the way around. I get in between all of those wood beads, you know, just all over this dude. Painted top and bottom, the entire thing. And I love the way that this turned out. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous, y'all. I did use my heat gun to kind of dry it a little bit once I got it done. Now this is the cool part. So I'm taking some clear wax by Waverly. I'm going to pour it into a bowl, shake it up real good, pour it into a little bowl, and then I'm going to take some white chalk paint by Waverly and just add a very little. Now, I did end up adding too much, and I had to go back and add some more of the wax. But, y'all, this is so awesome when like the finishing result of this is just amazing. So, I've got my spray bottle. Look, it's a misting spray bottle. I love this spray bottle. I got it on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box for it. But I added a little bit of water just to kind of, you know, get it a little thinner. And then I'm just going to go over this entire piece. Look at that. Y'all, it doesn't make it white, but it still gives it that kind of antiqued look. I just love this. Not only is it going to give it that look, it's also going to protect your wood because you got that wax. So this is just a win-win. I saw somebody else do this, and y'all, I could not for the life of me think of who it was because I would absolutely give them credit. I just could not think of who it was or what video it was or whatever, but I did see another YouTuber do this, and that's what made me want to try it, and I love it. Like, I will definitely be using this trick on lots of things to come. But I just continued this process all the way around this. I did have to take a little chip brush to kind of get that wax in between the wood beads, but no big deal. I just kind of run it across there real quick. Turned out fantastic. And about that glue, one more thing about the glue. I've got a discount code for y'all from Starbond. So I'll leave a link in the description box for Starbond, their website, and then also that discount code. So y'all be sure and check that out, because the glue is definitely worth it. Now, it's like a super glue, but they send you tons of it. So definitely y'all check that out. But like I said, I just continued this process all the way around this candlestick, all the way around both panels, just really getting that wax on there good. And y'all, check it out. I'm in love with this tiered tray. All right, moving right along, DIY number 2. So for this one, we're going to make a couple little things to go on our tiered tray. I've got these tags I picked up at the Dollar General store, also these vases that I got at the Dollar General store, and all of this was $1 a piece. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is take those vases. I've got my black chalkboard paint that I pick up at the Dollar Tree. I love this chalkboard paint. And I'm just going to paint these vases. That's simply all we're doing to this, is just painting these vases. I think it completely transforms them. It's very modern looking. I love them. I love the little dots that's all over these vases. Now, I picked up these daisies at the Dollar General store also. I believe they were like $3 though. I'm just going to cut these down. Now, I did cut them at different lengths. I wanted to be able to kind of stagger the flowers. Gosh, I've like lost my place there for a second. So I wanted to stagger those flowers in the vases. Y'all, these turn out so good. And then I found this stuff at Walmart. I have no idea what it's called, but I love it because it looks just like, I don't know. I love it because it kind of looks like wild, I don't know, maybe weeds. I don't know, y'all, but I love it. Plus, it had the yellow and the black, so it was like perfect for the theme I had going on. Now, I took some ribbon that I picked up at Walmart, and I just cut it off into about 4 to 5 inch strips. A couple different styles and colors. I then take that ribbon and just crisscross it. Randomly placing the ribbon, just crisscross it. We're then going to take another piece of thin ribbon and tie that off in the middle, super tight. We're just making a messy bow, super simple. Now, I'm taking one of those tags. I cut the little hanger off of it. I'm going to place it on top of one of these picture frames. Like, this is the back out of a picture frame that I used in a different DIY. Now, I first tried to hold this thing down on there and cut it like this, and I had drawn it off with a pencil, and it wasn't exactly right. Like, I had to trim it down a couple times, but anyways, you'll see a different way here in just a minute that I did it. But I just added hot glue to the back of that tag. We've already got our bow glued on. We're going to pop that back down onto there, and then now this sits up just like a picture. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so this next one, I'm just going to do a simple shoestring bow. Now, I call it a shoestring bow because it's just like tying your shoes, but I just simply tied this off. I've got 2 different ribbons that I'm using, the black and the yellow. As y'all can see there, we're kind of going with a black and yellow bee theme here. So I just snip that off, get it the size that I need it, and then I'm going to hot glue that right to this other tag. I thought these little tags were so stinking cute. Kind of snip that off, make sure I've got it the right length. Now, I wanted to add some buffalo check to this particular tag because the other tag has got buffalo check ribbon in it. So I just cut a strip off and I'm just going to glue it right down the side where that print already is. And y'all, it looks like it goes there. I mean, it literally blends in so seamlessly. It's perfect. But for this one, I decided to add my glue to the back of the tag and then add it directly down to that back on the picture frame and then cut it off. And this worked out so much better. So if you do attempt this, just do it this way. It's a whole lot easier. Just snipped it off. These are done. This was so stinking simple. Check it out. Alrighty, DIY number 3. So for this one, I have got this, I don't know what you really, like a drink dispenser that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And then also these little set of bowls that I got from the Dollar General store. I think they were like $2. Now, I've got this rope. This is hemp rope. Now, I picked this up on Amazon, and I will leave a link in the description box for this rope. The reason that I love this rope is, number one, the price. It's very reasonably priced, and you get a ton of it. But also, it's not got all the little scraggly pieces, like, on it. So, I do love it. Now, I took that drink dispenser, and I just took the part that actually dispenses the drink off. I completely unscrewed it, just took that completely off. I laid one of those bowls on top of this, and then took my painter's tape, masking tape, whatever you want to call it, and started to, secure this bowl to the top of my container. Now, once I got it on there real good, I decided that I would go all the way around this dude with my tape because of that plastic. Plastic and hot glue just don't really go together real well. So I decided to completely wrap this sucker with that tape. And then that way my rope would secure to it real easily. So I just started to wind that rope around this thing that we have going on. I just wound it around it, gluing it a little along the way. I didn't think that, I sped this up because I figured y'all could see what was happening. I took a piece of it and tied a double knot in it and made a little loop. I'm going to trim that down, just sit it directly on top of there. Now, as you can see, I stopped my rope at the very top. I secured my little loop on, and then I'm going to take my rope and just continue all the way around so that you don't see those little side pieces. It just looks like the loop is made into this. What we're making is a beehive, and I thought this was so dad blame cute, y'all. Oh my gracious. It turns out so stinking cute. But I just, like I said, continued to add my hot glue to the top up there and wind my rope around it. That way my loop just literally looks like it is made into the top of this. You don't see any of that other stuff. So I just continued on around with my rope until I got it all the way to where the knot is on this loop. Super simple, y'all. So super simple. Y'all be sure and definitely check out that rope in the description box because it's well worth your money, and it's a very good twine and rope. So like I said, just continued this all the way up to that knot. Hey, if y'all aren't following me on Instagram, I would love for you to come check me out over there. That is a great place to connect with me. I receive messages over there. I love posting different content. I post more personal stuff, I guess you would say. So be sure and check me out over there. And then I also have a Facebook page. Y'all check that out. It's dedicated strictly to y'all, and it is a fun little group. All right, now, once I got my beehive completely covered with my rope, got my loop on, I took one of those bowls and drew a circle. So this will be our little opening to the beehive. I've got my black chalkboard paint, and I'm just going to simply fill this in. Now, I did have to kind of take my brush and push at it, you know, to get it down in that rope real good, but very simple to do, y'all. Very, very simple. But like I said, I just completely filled in this circle with my black paint. This turns out so stinking cute. So stinking cute. All right, now once my circle is there with my black paint, I'm going to take my rope and I cut this off at an angle at the end. That way when I come around, I can kind of make it look like it kind of blends together. So I did cut it at an angle at the very tip. Now, as you can see, when I make it back around to there, it just seamlessly glides right on into there. I mean, it fit perfectly. So I just continue going around it. I did go two ways around it and then one on top, so that it would have it around it, but it would also kind of be 3D, I guess you would say, like it kind of sticks up off of the thing. Very simple to do, y'all. I do one more row. I'm going to go on the inside of this. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't, y'all. Anyway, so I cut it off at another angle and just secured it. I don't even know what I did, Lord. Now, I took some more of that little weed-looking stuff. We'll just call it that. Wildflowers. We'll call it wildflowers. So I took some more of that, cut me off a couple little stems of it. I've got my messy bow. I've got an extra messy bow that I made. I just secured those stems to the top of this with some hot glue. Super simple. And then we're going to take the bow and kind of secure it on top of those stems so that you don't see the stems, but also it's kind of got that double protection that it's there. And that's it. This is gorgeous. All right, last but not least, DIY number 4. So I'm so excited to announce to y'all that I will be using the Chalk Couture transfers during this project here. I have just recently purchased these and I absolutely love them. I've got so many more. I'm going to be using this on my channel a lot, actually. All right, so I have got a black canvas that I got from Arteza. And I've got my transfer from Chalk Couture. I'm going to lay it on my fuzzing mat. Just fuzz it, pull it off. I'm going to do it one more time, just making sure it's good and fuzzed. Now, you do that so that it doesn't stick so bad that it pulls off any paint or anything like that. Of course, it's not going to on this canvas, but that's besides the point. So I just center my transfer, lay it down, smooth it out real good. I've got my little squeegee. I'm going to take some of my paste. Now, these are paste. What you're painting with is, it's like a creamy paste. You just simply smooth it over the area that you're wanting to color, and then you take that squeegee and kind of slide it back off. Very, very simple to do. These are so easy to use, y'all, and they make all the difference. I mean, they just really up the game when it comes to these DIYs. They're gorgeous, and there's no bleeding. There's no, I mean, they're just perfect. I absolutely love them. I actually purchased quite a few of these transfers, matter of fact, and I joined Club Couture, which is a membership, $19.99 a month. It is, you can cancel it anytime after 3 months. You get an exclusive B-size transfer and 3 pay singles each month in the mail. Then, as well as promotions, they will give you also a $4.95 flat rate shipping on all future purchases, which is fantastic because once you join that Club Couture, you're going to want more. I promise. Like, that's how good this stuff is. Not only that, once you sign up for the Club Couture and you check out, you can also purchase a Chalk It Up kit. There's like 4 different ones of them, actually. And that comes with a variety of tools and surfaces that are great for chalking. So definitely want to check that out. You can also purchase a Try Me kit if you don't want to like commit to anything. If you just want to try it first, there's a Try Me kit. You can do that. But I'll have a link in the description box for y'all to check this out. I would love for y'all to become a Club Couture member. Like I said, it's $19.99 a month, and you get the B-size transfer plus 3 pay singles. Very, very good way to go. That's what I did myself personally. That's what I'm doing is the Club Couture. But I did order some other transfers to go with it. Now, I did get some of this on my canvas, but that was my fault. So kind of user error, not the transfer itself. But check this out. Oh my gosh. Y'all, is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love it. So I just took some black chalkboard paint and covered over the spots that I had accidentally gotten a little paint. And like I said, that's just user error. That was my fault. I just simply got off of the transfer and got it onto the canvas. But like I said, I just took some black paint, covered that up real quick. I'm using my heat gun to clean that up. And then I'm going to take these stickers that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's actually like a wall decal, but I'm just going to be using the bee that's actually on the sticker. I only wanted the bee. So I'm just going to trim it out, and I'm trimming it pretty close to the actual bee because if you've ever used any of these stickers from the Dollar Tree, you know that that plastic shows when you put it down, and it will definitely show on this black canvas. So I tried to be, get as close to it as I possibly could. Now, when I went to lay this down, I realized that where I painted, you could still see the paint. You can see the difference between the paint and the canvas. So I took some buffalo check ribbon. It was wired, so I did cut the wire off of each side, and I just simply glued this down to my canvas. Now, this is where I should have stopped. Right there. I should have just left it just like it was. Put my bee on. Everything was fine. But I didn't. I decided to add a little strip of hot glue right down the middle of this dude. Well, that was not a very good idea because you could absolutely see where that hot glue was. Look at it. I mean, you can see it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what now? I try to rub it. I try to smooth it out. It's not happening. So I'm like, you know what? It's just crafting. It's all good. It's going to be fine. So I just cut out another strip of ribbon, cut that metal because it was a wired ribbon. So I just cut the wire off of each side of the ribbon. And I just simply laid this right over the top of that first piece. That way you couldn't see that hot glue. And it worked out perfect. It was so simple. Look at there. Now you can't even tell it. I actually took my staple gun and stapled this down this time. I got a little smarter. Instead of using the hot glue, I decided to do staples. But I just pulled it super tight on the other side, stapled it down. And I also added another strip of this to the other side. So you can see that as well. Now I'm taking some Aleene's tacky glue and I'm just going to add that to the back of my little bee. Smear it out good. Now this is a sticker, but I knew it wasn't going to stick to that ribbon very well because that ribbon's kind of silky. So I just added that Aleene's tacky glue and that worked out perfectly. It glued right down. No problems whatsoever. I've got another little bee that was on that package. I'm just going to do the same exact thing with it. And this is done. Too stinking cute. And now for the final reveal. I hope that you guys enjoy. All right, y'all, that is it for today. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family, and also subscribe. That would be awesome. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will know each time I upload a new video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.